Spencer Davies, David Yapkowitz here from Las Vegas, taking in Summer League action. Got a lot of great things going on here with the showcasing of rookies and young players trying to audition for their spots on an NBA team. So far, we've obviously got the Rookie of the Year race. We might be talking about DeAndre Ayton, who's got a great opportunity with the Suns. Marvin Bagley, the second overall pick, obviously went down with an injury with the Kings, but did look good in the limited time he had. But in the Rookie of the Year race, who are you thinking is the front runner?
There are a couple of guys that come to mind, actually, that we've seen so far this week. I think it's important, though, to remember also that, Luka Doncic hasn't played at all. But the guys that I'm looking at, one of them is Jaren Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies. We saw him play the other night, an explosive athlete, great defensive instincts. He had a couple of nice blocks there in that game. He's going to be a guy that's going to get minutes, should get minutes right away in Memphis. He's going to be a little bit raw, but, you'd expect something like that from a guy who's the youngest one in the draft. But overall, he looks like a really solid prospect there.
Absolutely, and he's got tree trunks for arms. He was blocking all kinds of shots, and in the media session, he was a really great personality. For me, the first person that comes to mind, I think, is Colin Sexton. Obviously, with LeBron James going to L.A., Colin's going to have a heck of an opportunity to establish himself as the guy there. They call him the young bull for a reason. He's very aggressive, gets into the paint with absolute just force. He's just kind of like Russell Westbrook, I think, in that kind of sense. So he's going to have an opportunity there with Cleveland. Anybody else you're thinking of?
Yeah, actually, another guy that we got to see this week is Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks. He had a little bit of struggles with his shooting there, but that's something that can come with time. He can work on that, improve his shooting, and eventually, he'll get there. But the one thing that he does have right away is his playmaking ability. The other night, the game that we saw, he had some absolutely breathtaking passes late in the fourth quarter as he helped his team come back from a 20-point deficit to a win. So Atlanta is another situation where they're going through a little bit of a rebuild right now, and so he should have an opportunity there where he's going to get minutes right away, get out there, showcase his game a bit, and he's definitely going to be somebody to watch, if anything, for that playmaking ability that he has.
Absolutely, and I'm going to go into another point guard that I think can have a really good chance at Rookie of the Year here, and it might not even be because of too much opportunity, but just because he's going to force himself into a role. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Los Angeles Clippers. Obviously, Patrick Beverley's already there, and he has his fellow rookie Jerome Robinson right next to him, but I'll tell you what, this kid, he has great ability to change speed, change his pace. He's really good at making those mid-range shots that I think that can really help him. He's really good at finding guys as well. So, obviously, we're here still in July, a couple months before the season begins, but be sure to keep it locked in Basketball Insiders over the summer and for all your NBA action.